you got this little bracket that's actually going to go onto the where the turn signals, the side, the damn mirrors go. Hey guys, it's Alan, the Fireman 1028, and today we're going to be installing some handguards on our 2024 Honda Transalp. Now, if you see anything that you like, please give me a thumbs up, comment on the video, and the ultimate compliment for me is to subscribe to our channel. This should be a pretty simple process. Well, it is a pretty simple process because I've already done it, and I'm filming this at the end. But just want to walk you through the process. Pretty simple. Instructions are not very clear, so it's going to take a little common sense to get it done. But let's get going. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so here are all the parts for the Honda accessory handguards. Now, again, we know that these are not the most heavy-duty handguards, but for what these are the inner parts here. But for what we're wanting to do, just to have a little bit of protection on our hands, and as well as maybe provide a little bit of crash protection, these handguards will do just fine. So, like I said, so we have our Honda instructions here. It's got seven pages of those. We'll walk you through those there, and I'll put a link to those as well. You have the inner handguard liners. You have the actual outer, they don't even call them handguards, they call them deflectors. You got those there. You got your new bar ends, which are nice and heavy bar ends. Various screws and washers, and you got the two or three brackets, as well as some additional screws that finish off the outer handguards. So let's get started on the installation. All right, guys, so we're going to start on the left side of the bike here. We're going to start off by taking off these bar ends. Thankfully, these were not very difficult. I've had some that, just completely strip out the inside. So it says loosen them, so we're going to get them almost all the way completely out. But then it also says to loosen the screws or the bolts on that hold the, I'll show you right there, these bolts right here that hold the mirror in place. So let's loosen those up. Doesn't say to remove them, it says just to loosen them up. So we'll loosen those up. All right, our next step, let's go ahead and just assemble the handguards with the handguard deflectors. So the two inner pieces look pretty similar when laid side by side, but this one here on the left side shows the angle kind of slooped in here from the front. So this is the one that we're going to use here. So let's set this guy aside for now. We're going to take this bracket here. Their instructions kind of suck, so take that for what it's worth. All right, guys, so we got our left handguard put together. This one actually is going to be pretty simple to install. So if you see from the instructions here, you got this little bracket that's actually going to go onto the where the turn signals, the side, the damn mirrors go, is where that's going to go on, and this is going to go on the new bar end right there. So, like I said, a couple pieces there. The outer deflector goes on the inside guard here. Again, like I said, these are not heavy duty, but they'll take a fall. And if they do break, they're cheap, and then we'll replace them with the T-Rex racing parts anyway. So let's go put this on the bike, and then we'll do the right side. All right, guys, so we have the bar end removed, and we have the top screw for the mirror removed. And a typical installation, it would go just like this, where this piece would go right into the end, and this would attach to the bar end. Well, so our bike is a little different because we have the Viridian cruise control. Now we have our Viridian cruise control mounted on the outside of the mirror. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove this, swap them on the inside, put the mirror back out here with this Viridian cruise control switch flush up against here. That'll put our mirror back out to where it's supposed to be for that attachment point there. So let's get that done. Things don't always go as planned. So let's loosen this guy up. Slide him out. That way we can slide the Viridian cruise control unit in. There we go. So we're going to have our cruise control unit mounted here. with our mirror back out to here. And that'll give us the clearance that we need for the handguard. We'll try to keep that at the same angle as everything else. Take that guy down there. Now, let's check our handguard now. That's going to go perfect. Jeez, booger was tight. Usually can't keep those things tight. So let's take our mirror off. Now, our instructions show you take the weighted bar end, goes on first, then you have a rubber gasket, then the handguard, then the washer, then the bolt. So put the weighted bar in first. Put the rubber washer on the bar end. Bar end. That piece, then the washer, then the bolt. And we're not going to put those in there snug just yet, just enough to kind of hold it in place. We'll go ahead and put our mirror back on, which will help hold this in place. There we go. Take our trusty number 5. Run that guy all the way in. Here. Now that's really starting to come together. All right, guys, so what we'll do before we finish up the install here is that we have a washer, a black washer here that goes on top of this. So we'll run that washer up through here and just get the mirror kind of loose fit in there. Not tighten all the way yet. All right, so our next step is we're going to take the spacer that come with the kit here, and we're going to take the longer of the 2 hex head screws that came with the kit, and we're going to replace the upper bolt that holds the mirror on. Put the spacer in place, bolt through. We'll run that guy in. All right, so now we got that installed. Let's go ahead and tighten down our bolts here, our 8mm here. And let's go ahead and tighten down our 5mm here on the end. And then we'll check these bolts here. Tighten those down all the way. These are pretty light, so they don't, they've got these rubber inserts on the Zerks, so they don't use a lot of stress on them. They are meant to kind of move around a little bit with the bike. All right, there we go, and our left side is done. All right, guys, so let's move over to the right side of the bike. We got the right side handguard installed, or put together with the guard and then the deflector on the outside. And then this little piece, they call it a knuckle buster, goes on there. And this actually mounts to the brake reservoir right here. So what we have to do is we actually have to take this bolt off. Let me show you this right here real quick. You got to take this bolt right here off that holds your brake lever on place, and we're going to replace that because that knuckle buster goes over top of that. So what we'll do with that is we'll take the .10mm bolt on the bottom side. All right, so we got that out. Now we'll actually back the 10mm bolt there out as well. And it's going to be replaced with a new one. So let's leave it mostly out with just a little bit in. So now with the installation, it's going to go here, and then it's going to attach right here. All right, so the first thing we'll do is we'll take the new bar end, and you'll see that there's a long side and then there's a short side. The long side goes in, and the key there is you have to create some separation so your throttle is able to activate. So bar end, we got our washer again. Bar end in first. Then we have our rubber washer there. Then we have our metal washer there. And then that all. And again, we're just going to barely screw it in for now. All right, and we'll reposition this over here so we can really see this, because this is important here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to be replacing the bolt that holds our brake lever in place. We're going to be replacing it with this one here. We're going to reuse the stock nut to tighten it down on the bottom, but then this spacer goes between the two. So we'll pull this bolt out, we'll put our handguard in place, then we'll run that new bolt through it. You always want to make sure that if you do pull your brake lever out, you make sure you get back on the little actuator that's back behind here that actually tells there's a sensor there that goes and says, hey, I'm hitting the brakes. So you always want to make sure you get on that sensor if you pull the brake lever off all the way. So we're going to put that guy right on there. Make sure that bolt goes all the way through. Sorry about that. Here we go. So we get the new bolt going in. You can see it right there, that new bolt. Sorry, I need to block it. All right, so you can see, kind of do a downward angle here. All right, you can see that the new bolt is installed right here. Make sure it kind of goes through the little notches on the handguard. And then we're going to put the spacer, facing up underneath of it. And then put the stock bolt back on there. All right, so now that we got that bolt on, let's go ahead and tighten up our bar end bolt. And again, nothing's tightened down to torque specs yet. We're just trying to get everything kind of dry fit and make sure everything kind of fits in place. Now this one's critical because you got to make sure on this side here, you got to make sure that there's no binding here because you don't want to bind your throttle. That's why you got to have that spacer there to kind of create a separation. So always, anytime you do something like that, always check your throttle. Make sure there's no binding there. Finish tightening that screw down there. Check your brake operation, make sure your brake works fine. At this point, we'll tighten up our, tighten everything back down. Both sides. All right, guys, so we thought we were done, but we're going to have to modify some things here. So we were wrapping everything up, and we had moved the cruise control module to the inside up against here. Well, that looks better, but the problem is that it does not allow full clutch engagement. So we're going to have to move that back over and adjust these brackets and bend this in a little bit to make this work right there. So let's work on that. Again, that's why you always test fire everything to make sure everything works as planned. So this system from Honda was not designed to be used with a cruise control system, so we're just going to modify it a little bit and make it work. Now, what we can do is we can move our cruise control system, slide this guy out of the way a little bit, remove our cruise control system. Now we're going to slide this guy back in place over here. That way we have full clutch engagement. See that there? Now, and we'll just reroute our cruise control system back to the location we had it previously. Again, everything looks good, but until you actually try it, you'll never know. Now we have our cruise control system backlaid over here. That works out well with our clutch. Full clutch engagement. Now let's tighten everything back down and we'll check everything one more time. So now we have full clutch engagement. Our cruise control system is still here. Everything works as it should. Slide that down to make it line up perfectly. We'll check our end here. Make sure our end piece is nice and tight. And that should complete our installation. All right, guys, so that completes the installation of our Honda accessory handguards and air deflectors. So it was a pretty simple process. Mine was a little more complicated because our Veridian cruise control system, but still, still pretty simple. Really all you need is an 8mm socket, a 10mm socket, a 5mm Allen wrench, and a 3mm Allen wrench. And that's really what I needed for the Veridian system. So again, pretty simple system. They're decently rugged there. Will they break if you take a hard fall? Probably. They're more for aesthetics and for knocking the air off, which is fine. Again, like I said, if we break these, then we'll end up getting a set of bark busters from T-Rex Racing. But guys, I appreciate you watching. Thank you guys. God bless. Roll Tide, and remember, tomorrow needs you. Thanks, guys.